And old people who lift are, well, we do know obviously like old people who lift are generally more functional. We know
Yeah.
that old people who, if you lift throughout your life, you're generally more likely to maintain that habit as you get older.
Yeah.
And we know that even if you are old and you decide to start wherever we draw the line of old, what's 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever, and you start exercising, you still have capacity to build strength and build muscle, and you're probably going to be better off than the person who doesn't decide to do
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah. And you can still build that strength and muscle at similar rates, relative to, your younger cohorts. It's like you're definitely not doomed to, I don't know, to wither away as an old person. I mean, old people who lift, yeah, they're badass. And everybody who comes in as an older detrained person, they always come back and they say that they've noticed practical differences in their real life. When they guarded, they can get down and up easier. They can just get out of the car easier. So yeah, it's super key. And yeah, that's it.
We were talking before we went on, and we were saying that like the best clients are like older ladies. Like they actually
Yeah.
like love the starting strength, and they love like the basic lifts because everybody's so sick of all the like complex, like here's like we were just talking about 22 exercises to improve your squat
22.
mobility. Like
Yeah.
I have just one. It's called a squat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's crazy. It's bizarre to me. Like when we really zoom out, is what we're doing really that crazy? Squatting, pressing, deadlifting, is it really that crazy that we need all these supplemental movements and exercises and precautions and screenings for them? No.
They're actually just like normal movements that you do every day, but just with weight. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
literally what like you're always sitting down and standing up. You're always picking something up off the floor. You're getting stuff off the top shelf or like picking stuff over your head or like
Yeah.
pressing like all the time or pulling stuff. They're
And
just everyday movements.
does it take more mobility to do that stuff, or does it take more strength to do that stuff? What should you actually be prioritizing for your clients and obviously for yourself? But
That's a really good point because like especially as you age, like you'll see like people, obviously like loss of flexibility, but like loss of flexibility is not what leads to like sarcopenia and like death and
yeah.
like falling and breaking a hip. It's loss of strength is what leads to
Yeah.
those problems.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we have a 70-year-old woman who comes in and she can't quite squat to depth when she first comes in, the issue, at least in my mind, is not that she's not flexible enough to get down there. It's that she's not strong enough to let herself sink down and hold that position.
Well,
And
here's
that's
another
why
thing.
when she gets stronger, she can do it.
And here's another thing is like I was looking at this one the other day. There is literally a study where they compared yoga to strength training for which one increases your flexibility more, and they increase your flexibility the same amount.
Oh,
Like so,
nice.
even if the argument is like flexibility matters, strength training is just as effective.
Yeah, in terms of
Like
flexibility, and then there's way more positive
other
effects it has than yoga outside of the flexibility. So it's like just train, all right? Train 2 to 3 times, resistance train 2 to 3 times a week, maybe more. Do your cardio 2 to 3 times a week, maybe more. Eat a healthy diet. Don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, don't abuse alcohol, and your life's probably going to be okay. You don't need to worry about a whole bunch in the fitness industry outside of that.
Yeah.